You're listening to the Fresh Take Network.
You're listening to Fresh Take.
What it is, what it do, welcome to Fresh Take. It is the worst of, it is January 8th, but let's pretend for a bit it's December 23rd. And we got a lot of problem with you projects, and we're going to talk about it.
Hate, 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 hate.
We're having the feats of strength coming soon.
We have the feats of strength coming. I got so many things. You know what? 2025 was actually a very good year for stuff, but there's also specifically a handful of things. I know Devin knows one of them that I just vehemently fucking hate to the core of my bones.
Now I'm trying to figure out which one it is because I think we talk a lot about.
I had one more recently that I had a whole rant about, and Nick and I
Yeah.
had a rant about one in particular that we're just like, fuck this, I'm fucking out on this.
You know what's tough is so we no longer live in a monoculture anymore, and so everyone gets their own little slice of pop culture, which is great. But what happens is when those advertisers, studios, projects, etc., force those celebrities into your bubble of monoculture, then you get personally offended. And that's where I think a lot of this, like my worst celebrities and such like that are probably not bad people. Maybe one of them is.
Yeah.
The problem is that I go to these places in my hobbies to escape these kinds of things. And then when I see them in my hobbies, that's what pisses me off.
Yeah, I will say I probably forget about it by this time next year, but I will just add asterisks to say how much I hated it now was everything with conformity gate and how fucking stupid that was. So I just want to put a note on that because that was just really, really annoying.
What was conformity gate?
What is this?
The fucking Stranger Things fans for the last week thought because they thought the finale was so shit, which it
Oh,
wasn't,
I,
it was
I
fine,
just heard
that
about
there
it.
was this secret episode and it flooded mine, Joel's, Nick's, anyone I know that was Game of Thrones, not Game of Thrones, Stranger Things fans. It flooded our fucking algorithms.
Hmm.
And it
I
was like
heard about this.
it's
I
not
didn't.
happening. And like then
I,
Variety had the articles, like it's not happening. Like, oh, I'm not trusting Variety. And yeah, no, with some stuff from Variety, maybe you shouldn't. But yeah, it was so annoying. And then when it finally ended, it's like, yeah, of course. But now the documentary comes out on Monday, and I'm not familiar with this, maybe you guys are. But like in the fourth Freddy Krueger movie, it's a kind of a documentary, and he like kills the actors in it or something like that. And like that's what it's going to be like. It's going to be like that, and Vecna's going to come back, and that's going to be the real episode. I'm like, you guys need to stop. Like, and they're like, this was the worst finale ever. I'm like, look, I lived through How I Met Your Mother and Dexter and True Blood. You haven't been through bad finales. You haven't. That was not a bad finale. Trust me, I've lived through bad finales.
Hmm. I heard about this. I didn't realize it was called conformity gate though.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, I heard
annoying.
people are just mad. I still haven't finished the season of it, but I just
It's
heard this.
fine. It's
People are
fine. It's
talking
not
about
great.
it.
It's not bad. It's fine.
You're talking about, I think it's probably the seventh Freddy Krueger Nightmare on Elm
There
Street
you
called
go.
New Nightmare, and
Yeah.
it's right before Wes Craven did Scream, and so it's like a full-on meta, like they're
Yeah.
making a Freddy Krueger movie, and Robert
hmm
Englund is playing Freddy Krueger, and it's like, oh, it's really good. It's actually one of the best ones. So
So that's what they think the documentary is going to be.
it's not.
No. The Duffers aren't that good of writers.
Do you think the
Right.
Duffers will ever have another hit?
Paramount sure hope so because they paid him a lot of money.
Obviously, nothing could ever stand up to being as big as Stranger Things, and that's impossible to measure against, but anything that's like actually still hits.
Outside of like Chuck Lorre, Taylor Sheridan, and Vince Gilligan, now only one of those critically. And the dude Matt Schur, who does Matt Schur, let's say at least critically, Matt Schur and Vince Gilligan, I feel like are the only ones that have been able to follow things critically, right? Vince Gilligan's now has had three hits in a freaking row, and then Matt Schur's gone from The Office to Parks and Rec to Brooklyn. Like he's been able to have critical successes, and there's like the Taylor Sheridans and Depined of that success or not. I don't know. People like those shows. I don't. We'll talk about that in a bit. Um, so I don't know if the Duffers will, because I mean the Benioff and Weiss who did Thrones, Three Body Problems seemed like it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't a hit.
It got some like word of mouth buzz, it seemed like,
Yeah.
but it didn't like pick up on social media like some of these other ones do,
And
it
they got their
seems
Star
like.
Wars movie canceled because of the finale. And I've been on here. I don't think the Thrones finale is all that bad. Again, I saw the How I Met Your Mother and Dexter finale. Those are the worst.
I've seen none of these.
Good. You saved yourself.
I saved myself.
Um, all right. We start off with overrated actress. And speaking of Game of Thrones, those why do I say Game of Thrones? Stranger Things. I'll start go Millie Bobby Brown. She seems like a very lovely individual. She is not a great actress. I don't see much of a future with her outside of this. It seems like one of those things where like, oh, we're gonna do this Stranger Things spinoff. And she's like, yep, I'll do it. Please let me do it. I kind of feel like that's the direction for her. She did that Damsel movie on Netflix that was like okay. I've never seen the like Sherlock Holmes spinoff she does.
Oh, Enola Holmes.
Enola Holmes. I just don't find that she's a very good actress. She's one of the one of the worst parts of at least Stranger Things as far as the acting goes. So yeah, I think she's a pretty overrated actress.
She's also 21, so we'll take that
Yeah,
with a
She,
grain of salt.
I
sure.
think she's, yeah, she has a lot to grow into. I think she's like bigger than acting already, and I don't know
Yes.
if she like needs to act as much. She
There you
can just
go.
be like a blockbuster star in things and be fine with that for a while. Like she's
By
not
the
gonna
way,
win Oscars.
no. By the way, last year I picked Megan Fox, Devin picked J-Lo, and you picked Winona Ryder.
I did because it was Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oof.
Dev?
You're probably gonna hear this name a lot. Sydney Sweeney.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Saved herself from box office poison.
What did she do this year?
Christy.
Yeah.
Christie, the
Yeah.
movie with Paul Walter Hausen, but then she saved herself by doing The Housemaid, which is making a decent amount of money.
She's in 3 projects this year or 4.
Three. And then she did a jeans ad that nobody talked about at all.
That everyone was totally rational about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She was my least favorite. I think it was last year, maybe, or the year before.
Yeah.
I didn't see. Maybe I've just like avoided it, but now I haven't seen anything she's done, so she didn't even make it on my radar.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
think, I
it's
mean, it's a bigger year for her this year with Euphoria back.
I think what I want to talk about really quickly, Josh, to your point about Millie Bobby Brown kind of just being bigger than an actress now, and that's essentially a lot of how celebrity works, right? Is that they've kind of we'll definitely be old heads here. They haven't kind of earned it, if you will, right? That's what we're talking about is we want our stars to like have proven that they're good before we put them on a pedestal. Society doesn't work like that anymore. And it probably hasn't worked like that in a really long time. We've definitely judged people based on just their looks alone or whatever physical asset or one moment in their life.
Mm.
Um, and so now, like Millie Bobby Brown, because she's part of the biggest TV show in Netflix history, minus like one or two, um,
That's the
we
biggest
just gave
now.
we just gave her the flowers and then just said, "Here, you're the best actor and one of the best young actors in Hollywood," and then had no incentive to actually go out and change that narrative.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
they're basically just pop culture stars now, and they act on the side. Like she'll be in our public consciousness forever. It doesn't matter if she ever acts again. She's just gonna be 11.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So same with Sydney
Uh
Sweeney though.
yeah, well, I think Sydney Sweeney got put into that position where she could be a box office magnet. And obviously, like I said, she had those movies. Christie was like, oh, this can be her Oscar situation. And then you got no buzz there. Luckily, The Housemaid saved her from that. But I don't know if that's because The Housemaid's a really popular book or if people like Amanda Seyfried more. I don't really
Well,
know
that's what
what to
I've
do
heard.
with any of
It's
that.
Amanda Seyfried is great.
Yeah. So
We'll see.
whatever. It did pretty good. I
Oh,
mean, in a
oh,
Christmas with Avatar, it did a decent amount of money. So
But that being said, is that really appealing to her target audience? Like, so she has the capability of doing, she's in a good project. Whether or not she's good in it is a different
I don't think
story.
anyone cared that she was in it. I think people cared more
Exactly.
about the IP than the individual.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Adam?
So we're in overrated. I'm just gonna preface this entire podcast. I don't love just shitting on movies. And a lot of stuff I don't like, I just like don't want to talk about too much. But here I'm going to talk about this is overrated, so it makes complete sense, but it's things I'm disappointed in.
There you
It's
go.
things that I'm just not happy with how they turned out. And I'm prefacing this because I'm picking an actress that I actually really like, but I want to pick a movie that I maybe or maybe won't talk about later. I haven't decided yet. But it's sadly it's gonna be Toni Collette because I really
Mm.
like Toni Collette a lot and I think she's great, but she just ended up in a really bad role in a pretty bad movie that was Mickey 17
Ah, yes.
or Mikey
Still
17.
never saw it. Still never saw it.
It just like is a mess of a movie. It's just a mess of a movie and her character's given nothing and she tries to make the best of it and she's doing the best she can, but it's just like a total for naught type situation, which is really sad because I thought this movie was going to be good and I just was not into it at all.
Yeah, it seems very divided, Mickey 17.
I don't know how or why it would be. It's just like literally a mess of a movie. Like too many ideas,
Hmm.
nothing feels cohesive, and it's just like everyone isn't on the same page. They're all
Right.
doing wacky stuff, and nobody feels like connected to a whole. So it's just, and Tony Collette is just in the middle of it.
Well, we flip it and we go to overrated actor. We go right back to you, Adam.
There's another one. This is full on in overrated mode because I think a lot of people were really high on this film. Surprisingly, I thought it was okay, but I wasn't super happy with it, and I just it's hard to hold a candle to the original. But it is Naked Gun, and it's Liam Neeson.
Oh,
I think you just like you can't stand up to Leslie Nielsen.
no.
Like there's just absolutely no way. Liam Neeson tries his best, but I think he just like isn't the right guy for it.
Yeah.
I just like the dry humor that he pulls off just didn't work for me personally. I know a lot of
I
people
can
did.
get that. I can get that.
It's my overrated.
Yeah, I can agree with that for the most part.
Not to mention all the D-list action straight to DVD movies that he's doing, or is it just the Naked Gun?
It was overrated for Naked Gun because the D-list action movies, nobody's rating these. Nobody's giving these accolades. So it's the movie where he's getting praise where I think it's undeserved maybe.
I don't hate it. Dev?
I cannot believe this person is still getting roles. They have attempted to be canceled. They have been in flop after flop after flop. Jared Leto, come on down.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Yeah, there's a world where Tron Ares works, or there's a lot of multiverses where Tron Ares works, and not a single one of them where it works has Jared Leto in it. Like
Yeah.
he's not a star. He's like he probably brought zero people into the movie theater to actually watch that movie. And it shows because it was a huge bomb.
Didn't you
Yeah.
see that where he like surprised a cinema in New York for like a
And
Tron
nobody was
screening?
there.
It was like half full on like opening night. And he just
Yeah.
like comes in his duster, just like ready to talk some stuff. I don't hate Jared Leto as much as everyone else, but yeah, I think I struggle with him as a leading guy, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure. That's fair.
So overrated completely.
All right. Worst new show. I went with Suits LA.
Who
This was
did
very
you
disappointing.
pick? Did
Pardon?
you
Oh,
pick?
I picked Jared Leto as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was just he just also just kind of seems to be Project Poison at this point, right? Like,
Right.
he's luckily in Blade Runner, he is just it doesn't matter because everything else is so good. It doesn't even matter that he's in it. And that seems to be the only project he's made since he's won his Oscar that's been being able to survive his aura being part of that.
Because it had nothing to do with
No.
It could have been anybody in Blade Runner. It just happened to be Jared Leto.
Yeah. Yeah. So he able to survive that. But yeah, worst new show I picked Suits LA. There wasn't like a lot of new like terrible shows. I think this was more just kind of like Adam was saying, the word disappointing sticks out more with this. Like it wasn't horrible, but I think at times they tried to do too much to try to be the old suits. They didn't try enough to kind of reform themselves to be themselves. At some point, they're doing law stuff. At some point, they're doing Hollywood stuff because they're in LA and they couldn't really pick a direction. And also, I mean, speaking about overrated actors, I really like him, but I don't know if Stephen Amell has really been able to step out since Arrow. He was okay in the wrestling show, but really since Arrow, I don't think he's been able to really step out and find himself really, and he didn't really hit into this role. So I'm gonna go with
Didn't watch it.
yeah. Not
No,
many people did. That's why I got canceled.
yeah, don't know this
Well,
show.
they were really trying to capitalize on the whole binge during the pandemic thing, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, just a little bit too late.
Last year, by the way, Devin and I went Acolyte and Adam went Tires. I will say I did revisit Acolyte. There is some things about that show I really like, but I understand
There's like three things that we liked about it, and the rest of it was just dog
I
shit.
still understand why it got canceled, but there is stuff about that show that I like. Anyways, Adam.
Me. This is another show. Yeah, I didn't watch a ton of TV this year, so it's kind of hard to make these choices. And this isn't a show I hate, but it is one I've been very disappointed in. I still haven't finished it, but I find myself not as interested to like do another episode. It's taking me a while to get through it. But it's the show called Too Much on Netflix by
Mhm.
Lena Dunham. I
Oh, I've
really
heard about
like
this.
I really like Lena Dunham, and
Mhm.
I really like the beginning and some really great cameos at the very beginning with Lena Dunham and Rita Wilson and Rhea Perlman and like all these great actresses. And then the show kind of just devolves into being like a sort of like indie Emily in Paris. And I just find the main character a little bit tough to relate to, just kind of like a failing upwards kind of like scenario. And like I get that's kind of the point of the show, but I just like can't get behind it. And I'm just disappointed because I really wanted Lena Dunham to have another banger show, and it just like
Yeah.
wasn't this.
Yeah, I never got to it. I wanted to, but I never got to it. And then I heard like kind of mixed reviews on it. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll finish it up. Maybe it gets better. Maybe people learn lessons and there's character growth. Who knows?
Dev?
This is strictly kind of like, what's the last big thing you remember? Because I'm not, I mean, I guess I'm not so much judging the show as a whole. It's more so as like I just mentioned, like what I remember the most. Unfortunately, it's Alien Earth.
Yeah, I debated it.
It started so hot and it
Mhm.
was had so much potential, and everyone was so invested, and then those last three episodes are a huge collective what the fuck.
The epilogue episode of Before is one of the best episodes of television I saw last year.
Oh, no doubt, absolutely. Great setup, almost all great characters, great acting by Oliphant, and then it just
Hmm.
fucking it like doesn't even drop the ball, like dropped the ball and kicked it out of bounds.
Yeah, it
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 was a
was
tough
not
one.
great. It was not
No.
great.
But it started great. Just those last three just it did not oof, it ended poorly.
Most overrated show. Uh, Devin and I both picked True Detective. Adam picked Shogun last year.
Wrong.
Uh, right, very wrong. That did not age good. Um,
I still
I went with a show that you're gonna hear a lot. Landman. Fuck this show. I fucking hate this show. I hate that I believed that it was a good show after watching for 1 year. Believing now in the power of John Hamm can make anything look okay. That I think that's the sole reason I was enjoying that show was because of John Hamm. I can't fucking stand this fucking show. I'm gonna be talking. There's two shows in particular I'm gonna be talking about a lot, so I got to save my energy. But if I have to see one more dinner scene with Ali Lauder, I'm going to lose my mind because it's the same fucking thing every episode. Billy Bob comes into the table and him and Ali Lauder fight, and then they go hook up after, and then they fight, and then they hook up later. And then an oil thing blows up, and then I have to deal with his son and his girlfriend, and them fighting, and them get back together. It's like, okay, I get it. Like, let's move the fuck on. I'm so over this. I've never seen a show. There's one there, I'm sure there is, but the writing a female character in this is an abomination.
This sounds like a boring dad show.
It
Like
is. It is.
dad
And
just like
I,
have it on while they're
mhm,
reading the paper. Do dad still read the paper? Whatever
me,
dad,
iPad.
I when they iPad and played chess
Yeah.
Solitaire. Yeah.
there on the
It's
iPad,
Mahjong.
that's what Tyler Sheridan is,
they look
man.
up and Billy Bob Thornton's banging, and then they look down and they look up and they're fighting, and then they're banging, and they know what they're gonna watch. It's perfect.
Nick literally texted me. He's like, you know what kind of sucks now? I'm like, please say Landman. Please say Landman. Please say Landman. He's like, Landman. I'm like, yes. And then we just both had like a fucking half an hour text conversation of just shitting on it. So yeah, it's not going to be the first time you hear Landman today. Dev,
It's gonna be the second time you hear Landman.
yay.
I have like secondhand embarrassment for this show, mostly from you, but also even just through conversations with people who watch it who go like, "Oh yeah, like what's that Texas show?" Like they didn't even know the name of it. They don't know who's in it. They're like, "Oh, like that guy was kind of funny. He's like really funny in that show about the Texas stuff." And then there's oil, and you're like, "Landman?" Like, "Yeah." And they're like, "What's it about?" I don't know. He does stuff. Like that was an actual conversation with my in-laws the other day, and it was like, okay, like what do you like about it? Oh, like they just, he's so funny.
What do you like about it? It's on TV.
I
Yeah,
got
yeah,
it in
that's
my
literally
Paramount
I
it.
like that
Plus
I like that it's in front of my
subscription.
face and it's on a screen.
Yeah,
Period. That's it.
not
That's
great
I think
about it.
that is it. Like it's just it just suits like well, obviously it's like meant for a certain demographic, and we have not entered that demographic. We will one day, but
Can't wait.
not today.
Adam?
This one, another, you just mentioned it earlier, but I haven't quite finished it yet. I'm still working my way through it, but I'm not digging Stranger Things.
Totally fair.
I think I mean, the overratedness, like it's the biggest show, arguably the biggest show still out that happened last year. And I'm just like struggling to get through it. Like I don't need 90-minute episodes. Like this just feels like it's dragging itself to a conclusion that I'm not even interested in getting to anymore.
Yeah.
That I'm just like, oh, like every night we're like, oh, we're gonna watch a show. Me and my wife we'll go to Stranger Things, then it like starts and it's like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, I don't want to spend I put on a show, not a movie. I don't need 9 hours of Stranger Things to close this out for me.
No, no. I mean, I think it's fine. Obviously, we were talking about Conformity Gate and people that upset about the finale of it all and some of the stuff in the season. I'm fine with how it ended, but it seemed like Devin and I have talked about this in the pod. Like it seemed like there was that apex when this first came out. I was like, holy shit, this is so unique. There's some member berries in it, and like it's really well written. It kind of does the genre really well, really cool. Like this might be Netflix best show. And then it was just a wave for the last few seasons.
Well,
Yeah.
it never struck again when the timing was right.
No, no,
And then it forced you to be like, well, it kept asking you, it kept making asking me the question, am I still a fan? And it's the same thing like kind of where I'm at like with Harry Potter. Like, yes, it was a part of my life. Like, yes, it was really important to me for a very brief moment in time. And then like once I aged out of it, I was like, I'm happy to never come back to this. I was really happy with season one. Like a really great time in my life, had a really great watching experience with it. I'll never forget. And then we waited, what, 4 years for season two, and then I watched 3 episodes, and one of which was like a gang or something like that. And then I net didn't make it ever past that again, and here we are. Like I'm good. I'm good with never. I don't know. I don't care what happens. I don't care who the new characters are. I don't care what songs are being played. I'm just over it.
Mhm.
I agree. All right. Next up, we have worst TV moment of the year. Um, what is it? Worst movie or TV
Worst,
movie?
cringiest movie
Oh, it's
moment.
cringiest movie or TV moment.
Okay.
So I had the Argyle. Oh yeah, so it's okay. So I had to change this, but yeah, so I had the Argyle swerve, which was terrible. Devin had the Deadpool bye bye bye, and Adam had Brandy, which I'm not sure what that one is.
This movie, The Front Room with
Oh, right.
Brandy, and there's this like insane moment with like the racist grandma.
Mm.
Insane stuff.
Oh my
It's pretty
God.
great. Now that I think about it, bad choice. Amazing, amazing TV moment, or amazing movie moment.
Okay, Adam, I'll let you lead this one off.
This is like a bunch of things in it, and I kind of like this movie. I think more than both of you. But I'm still gonna put it here because it's still not good. But it's Happy Gilmore 2,
Yeah.
and it's all the flashbacks in Happy Gilmore 2.
Mm.
Like, give it up. Like, if you're coming to watch Happy Gilmore 2 and you haven't seen Happy Gilmore 1, like, what is the point of coming to watch
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
Yeah.
The movie would have been infinitely better if you just didn't have a single flashback. Like they mention something in the
Mhm.
movie, which is fine because you got to have these little throwback moments, but then they show the flashback and show it, and they do this like half a dozen times in the movie, and it's like, no, we don't need, and it goes through the whole movie that way. Hated it, hated it.
Um, Mine is fuck from War of the Worlds. Ice Cube realizing his son is the hacker, and he just goes, "It was you! It was you!" It's so bad.
I still
is
haven't,
this before or after Amazon Prime saved the movie?
Oh,
yeah,
that's up there too. That's pretty cringy too. There's a
when he
lot.
orders the hard drive on Amazon Prime.
Or if
That's the
one of the fucking tentacles gets on him, he's like, "Move, bitch, get out the way."
Oh,
That
good.
seems like a great moment, actually.
I
Yeah,
don't know if I love this movie or hate this movie. I don't know anymore.
sounds pretty good.
I think it kind of, I don't know. I mean, I think it's
It's
kind of
more
started
fun
to
to
re
talk about.
I think so. Like, it's more I'm talking about it. So it's like, oh, maybe I will go back and watch this because at least it's kind of fun to talk about.
Well, I think you went in the first time like trying to have a relative open mind to it. Like, what if, the internet's wrong? What if Metacritic's wrong? And now that
It
you've seen it and you're
wasn't.
like, no, they were right.
Yeah, it is a bad movie, but like, yeah, there's a lot of cringy movies. Maybe the Amazon one is the cringiest, but yeah, still have in my mind when his son becomes the hacker, which was so obvious, and he just like kind of does this Jordan the Stallion kind of throwback. It was
Throws,
you?
he throws glasses at the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, I need
Uh,
those. Let me go pick those up.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'll just order some on Amazon Prime. Don't worry about it.
exactly. Dev?
The Doom tease and Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I was debating
So,
that.
so goddamn undeserving and
Mhm.
such a waste of time. And they make no mention of this fucker through the whole movie. Then suddenly I'm supposed to care because it's fucking RDJ.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
Get ready for
if
four
they had
hours.
mentioned him in the movie, I'd probably be fine with it, but I was the opposite of hyped.
Yeah. I thought about it as well. We did the same for TV moment. I did the True Detective ending. Devin just did all the Acolyte, and Adam did all the Shogun. Um,
I feel like I had a specific thing on Shogun, but I can't remember what it was.
Maybe. Mine is relationships, and nobody wants this.
Ooh.
Because fuck this. This show is not a terrible show, but the relationships and the same thing that Christian Bell and the Adam Brody character do is fucking hair-pullingly annoying. Like you mentioned Emily in Paris, which is comfort TV, and it's exactly what I'm fine with. They're getting to some points of Emily in Paris now where it's like, okay, like, come on. There was like one thing from Emily in Paris I almost debated putting on that, but Emily in Paris knows what it's in. It's fine. This was, on the other hand, like it's just the same shit as season one. We're just doing the same goddamn thing.
Well, Kristen Bell's like literally a toxic personality in this
Yeah,
show. Like that's it. Like it's actually weird when like the bitchy sister is like kind of the sane one now, and then like the dumbass brother is also kind of cool. Like
yeah,
she like in basically every interaction that causes chaos in this show, she is the problem.
yeah. And like, so they like, if you don't, I don't know if you've seen this show, Adam. I imagine not, but like, it's the whole baseline has been like Adam Brody is a rabbi. They end up getting together.
Oh,
The
I know.
whole crux to the end of season one is, will you convert to Judaism? And then she's like, well, maybe, I don't know. And then he's like, I don't really care. I love you. Cool. And then this whole season again, will you convert to Judaism? I don't know. Maybe I love you. And it's like, Caitlin, we just did this whole goddamn thing. And then her sister like pretends to be in love with her therapist and then marry and agrees to marry him when you obviously knew that was going to happen. And then Adam Brody's brother and his wife all of a sudden just break up because they're splitting apart and it's never really explained why they're splitting apart. They just all of a sudden the wife's like, "Yeah, I just don't want to be with you anymore." It's like, okay. So yeah, the relationships in this show just got really cringy and annoying.
Touche.
So yeah,
Good.
Dev.
I'm going the Nibs character from Alien Earth, that dumbass redhead who just ruined the show for
Oh
everybody
yeah, yeah.
with dumb decision after dumb decision. And then like the
Hmm.
whole like pregnant baby thing was, I don't know, everything about their arc was pretty poor.
That was pretty bad. That's when it started to hit a point.
Yeah, that's when me and my cousin started looking at each other and we're going like, is this is gonna be good, right? This is good, right? And then we kept saying ourselves like, this is pretty good, this is pretty good. Then by the end we're like, this is not good.
Yeah. Adam.
I'm back to Stranger Things.
Okay, love it.
That was a pretty quick turnaround.
Hmm.
And I mean this it rears its head in this season, but it was a bad choice many seasons ago, to make the character of Will be like the focus
Yeah, I
because
had this debatable too.
I hate this character so much. I hate his haircut. I was telling you that I hate his haircut. And I in this season specifically, he's got like a growner up, like a more grown up version of that haircut,
Of the
but it's the
bowl
same
cut.
thing. And then they go back, they show like a flashback to when him and Finn Wolfhard's character met. I don't know if you remember this. They
Yeah.
meet on the playground, and the like him as like a really little child has the same like he's just had this like shitty helmet bowl cut since he was like 4 years old, and he's never changed it, and he's never going to change it.
Oh, God.
And I just like can't stand it. But making him the focus of this show, I mean the being gay stuff is like great and progressive, and there's some good angles with that. But I think him being a main focus and like the plot is
Yeah, I
very
agree.
much a poor choice.
Yeah, I agree.
Do not like him.
I would agree with that. What else do we have? Okay, next we had this was hard this year, the worst cameo of the year. I mean, I guess you can go to Happy Gilmore for a lot of this.
Can I go then? Because
Yeah,
that's my whole thing. It was so it was literally all the cameos in Happy Gilmore
yeah.
except um
Becky Lynch.
no. And those are characters. I wouldn't call those cameos as much. Like Bad Bunny was a full character in the movie.
Yes.
He was great. John Daly, actually not bad. Full character in the
He was
movie.
great.
Um, the only real cameo that I didn't think was bad was Jack Nicholas. He had like a funny little throwaway
Oh
line.
yeah. Yeah, the
But
golfer stuff was fun.
every other golfer in this movie is terrible. Travis Kelsey is the worst.
Yeah,
Eminem, absolutely insane. So
really
bad.
bad. Really bad.
Now that I think about it, Boban is one of the pluses
Yeah,
when
Boban was
he's
great.
like the son of whoever that guy was.
Yeah, the giant dude,
Anyways,
the former
it was
Jaws.
Jaws.
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah, like Eric Andre, like these are all characters in the movie.
yeah.
So like I don't think those are as cameos the same way, but all these cameos were just trash. Almost all of them.
I
90%.
I was just gonna do Travis Kelsey, but now you convinced me. I'm just gonna do all of them.
All of it. It's everything.
And I like Happy Gilmore too. I don't think it's that
Yeah.
bad, but
I don't if you pulled out all the flashbacks and got rid of a lot of those garbage cameos, it's like a pretty decent little
yeah,
movie.
I don't I didn't put it on my worst of list, and I got a few DMs like, "Where's Happy Gilmore?" I'm like, "It's not bad. It's fine." Like if
Yeah.
you didn't, if what did you think this was gonna be? Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's not
that's
gonna
been my
be.
thing with Happy Gilmore. I was like, you knew this was gonna just be a fun nostalgia trip. Like, what did you think it was gonna be?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
I don't know what you expected. What about you, Dev?
I was actually trying to figure out that, like, I don't even know. I might have literally zero information to put in this category. Like,
Yeah,
what
it was hard.
were the other contestants? Like, what were the other options?
Um, Nothing really. It was pretty much Happy
Yeah.
Gilmore, and
So
then
I
Naked
think,
Gun, and then stuff in Naked Gun.
oh,
Really, like
okay.
those are the
Yeah, I didn't.
two. Yeah,
At all.
So my answer, my technical answer is pass, but I would probably like my cynical answer is probably anything with with Travis Kelce is just going to
Was
be
there
freaking
anything in
unravel
Jay
for me.
Kelly at all for cameos, Adam?
There's Noah Baumbach is in it for a
Yeah,
second,
but he's fine.
being himself.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. I can't think of anything off the top of my
Because
head.
the problem is like the studio had lots of cameos, but they were all good
Yeah.
or they were characters. So it was like, okay, so then I'm not judging it the same way.
Yeah, that you can't have bad ones from there. Um, I mean, there's a lot of pretty bad ones. I keep thinking back to last year because I was looking at what I had on last year's list. Um, was Ben Stiller from Dear
Yeah.
Santa.
You had Deers, you had Ben
And I
Stiller,
just
I
thought of
had
like I was like, oh, Post Malone was in this really bad movie where he like was performing and this kid goes to see him and I was like, oh, that was just Dear Santa. That was the same movie. So it's like,
my sister hates that movie too. I had Yoda last year. Devin and I both had Acolyte ones. You had Cat Eye Monday, Dev,
Oh yeah.
and I had Yoda, and then Adam had Ben Stiller.
I mean, RDJ and Fantastic Four can count.
Yeah, you can, Dev.
Cameo.
I'll just do that.
Well, we didn't see his face though, so we actually didn't know if it was him or not.
It
It could have
was
been
him.
literally any
I can
actor. Oh,
confirm it was him.
well, who? Because what? Because of friggin' Deadspin put it on. Like, who
No,
gives a shit? Like,
The Russos confirmed that that
you,
was
you don't
him.
see his face. You just see literally a glove. Like that. That doesn't
He didn't
count.
have to show up.
You
He didn't
can
have to
make
show
the
up.
Plausible
child though.
deniability.
You can make Franklin Richards the worst cameo.
No, it's friggin' Travis Kelce, and I'm not sad about it.
Worst social media channel last year. Devin and I both picked Joe Rogan, and Adam picked the Costco guys.
Which I regret because I really like the Rizzler
Yeah, Rizzler's pretty
a
cool.
lot. And but the other ones are still bad.
Well, even like whenever I go to Costco now and I see the fucking double chocolate chip cookie, I'm just like, I'm not having it out of principle now. Out of principle, I'm not having that fucking cookie. Also, it's like two hot dogs. That's how much that cookie is. It's two hot dogs. It's $3. The double chocolate chip cookie. The hot dog's still $1.50. Dev, what's the worst social media channel?
Anything Turning Point related.
Hmm.
I know, like that got too real quick, and I apologize for that. But like, this was a weird, this was a weird time in our history. People were getting fired over Charlie Kirk posts, which was getting kind of weird. That got messy. Blah 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 blah.
I'll just say I concur. Adam?
I've got an adjacent one.
Oh,
Um,
please.
and it's not a specific account. My algorithm's gotten really weird lately, and I get a lot of really weird people doing weird stuff, which is kind of awesome, and I really like it. But somehow I've gotten into a rabbit hole of like seeing videos of open carry influencers. They're mostly women
Oh,
who are just like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks with my open carry and see how they treat me. And I
I don't
thought it
even know
was
what that is. What is that?
a gun, like
guns.
open carry, like having your gun on your waist, or like
Jesus
open carry, like
Christ.
visible brandishment of guns. And there's a whole slew of these people, and it's mostly women who are like, I'm gonna go to Starbucks and see how they treat me, and they like come in, walk in there with their gun, and like nobody ever does anything because they're just like, you're stupid, like get out of here.
God.
And then they're like, see, they did like, what are they gonna like? It's just, it's
What are they
so
gonna do?
ridiculous and it's just insane. And I don't know how these ended up. Maybe because I'm just into lots of getting down lots of weird channels.
Yeah.
Um, I've slowly shifted away from that. Now I just get insane clown posse concert videos where everybody's spraying Fago all over the crowd and all over themselves, and it's the wrongs have righted themselves, I think, in my algorithm.
Maybe you'll start getting some Vince Russo in there because he's doing the creative now for the wrestling there.
In insane clown posse,
The ICW, he's the
gathering.
booker. He's the booker now.
I really want to go to the gathering one year. That's like a full on
That'd be sweet.
bucket list life goal.
Worst nonfiction. Last year I did Starting Five. Devin did Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And Adam did Mr. McMahon. I'm taking Devin's this year.
Yeah.
Yep, because I've watched enough of the show sporadically and it's really stupid and I don't understand it. And yeah. One of the wives did help Dancing with the Stars have really good ratings this year, though, so I guess I'll give credit on that.
All right.
Where are you going, Dev?
I am going. I didn't know this was a show, so there's probably other seasons, so I apologize. Before 90 Days, which is the prequel to 90 Day Fiancé,
Oh God.
which is just people, I don't know, getting tricked by people online. Like, I don't even know what the concept of the show is. My friend had told me about it and how they're just totally caught up and so invested in it. And I'm like, but I thought 90 Day Fiancé was like kind of trashy enough to begin with, but like they kind of doubled down on that. So I'm really shocked by
Before
that.
90 days, just blind date. Just like a redo of blind date.
I think it's like them literally like getting to know each other, which is like, I don't know what it is. I've never seen it. My friend told me about this and I was like, there's no way that 90 Day Fiancé could have a prequel. And I guess they did.
Mm.
It's dumb.
It is.
Uh, what'd you do, Adam?
I this is not the worst show and it's not bad by any means, but it's actually a sequel or a follow-up to our best of 2025 when I said this was probably the best nonfiction show that we had this year. And then I watched it and I was a little bit disappointed. And it was the Pee Wee Herman show.
Mm,
I it just like wasn't anything special. It was just
right.
like I thought it was gonna be something different than it was, than just like a rehash of his life. I mean, there's some angles in it where it's like, yeah, he died like right after while they were kind of making this thing, which is pretty sad and a little bit different, but it's really just like a narration talking head about his whole career, which is like still good and interesting, but just a little bit disappointing that it wasn't like something more than that.
Yeah,
That makes
that's
any
too bad.
sense.
I mean, it's been like that with, I think that's why the John Candy doc is so nice. But we
Yeah,
had,
they're all like this. Yeah.
but we had like, it wasn't bad. Like the Eddie Murphy doc was fine, but I was very disappointed with it in some ways.
Mhm.
Like that's kind, yeah. So next up we have worst celebrity. I'm not going to talk on it. I'm going with the president. Dev?
Wow, you took that. I actually thought about that too. They're not a celebrity anymore because they're in office, so they are a world leader. My worst celebrity of the year was Sydney Sweeney.
Hmm.
Just like I said, when I go to avoid real life and they're like all over my social media feed, I'm over it.
Adam, what do you do?
I had Josh's written down, but coming in at the last minute of 2025 is Nicki Minaj.
Ooh,
Hmm.
deport her, deport
Blowing it
her.
all up, blowing the whole thing up for a payday. Actually, you know what? Let me change this. Maybe this happened in 2026. I think it just happened yesterday. I'll leave it. Nicki
I like the
Minaj.
Nicki Minaj one.
No, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it. Right
Uh,
answer.
worst trailer of the year. Last year I had Craven. Devin had The Crow, and Adam had A Complete Unknown. Uh, Adam, what was the worst trailer of the
Yeah,
year?
let me go because this is a carryover.
Yeah.
It's Anaconda.
Yeah.
But not because of Nicki Minaj. And maybe I don't even know. I thought she was gonna have a cameo in this movie because
She
of the
kind of
song
does.
and all this stuff. I never saw the movie, but the trailer is just when I saw there was a remake of Anaconda, I said, I'm not interested at all. And then I heard what it was about, and I was like, okay, that's kind of an interesting premise. And then I saw
Yep.
the trailer, and I was like, you literally gave away the entire
They
movie.
did. They did. They
Like,
did. As
you
someone
give
that's seen it,
away
they did.
that the snake dies and they have to go find another one, sure. But then they give away that Jack Black dies, and then they give away that Jack Black's not actually dead. And then it's like, but I feel like those are major points in the movie, probably.
Right.
So giving all this up front made me it like the worst trailer to me is one that I was like semi interested in, and then I saw the trailer and I said, no need to see this movie anymore.
All the way out.
Done.
Uh, my worst trailer is something that's currently happening, and it's the Avengers Doomsday idea, where it's we're gonna release one trailer every week, building up to all these different characters so you can care about it again. It's like,
No.
no, and it's supposed to lead to a big crescendo at this year's Super Bowl where they show Tobey Maguire and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman coming back, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not. I care about the X-Men. I will admit, the members berries got me. Seeing James Marsden in the full Cyclops uniform, that got me. That got me right in the member berries. I'll give you that. But like, I don't care that Chris Evans is back, and it was a stupid trailer. because it actually ruined the last five movies, to be honest, having Chris Evans there, to be honest. It ruined what the last Captain America was. It ruined a lot of stuff. So I'm going with this whole lead up of these Doomsday trailers.
Nice. I like it. Let the hate flow through you, Josh.
Everywhere. It's too much.
What about you, Dev?
You kind of stole my thunder on that one. I'm
You can
not
take
doing
it.
that. No, no, I'm not doing that. I just think the whole idea, I'm fine with all these decisions. I'm not fine with just the constant barrage of announcements that are now, well, I mean, it's been happening for a little while because these news platforms on social
We
media
saw
need
with
to
the
get
fucking Tom
clicks.
Cruise thing today. Like that pissed me off. I would have liked to have been surprised that Tom Cruise was a Jedi.
Yeah, you could have friggin' let me be surprised. You had to bring
Yeah.
me down with you.
Well, I was everywhere, so I figured you were eventually going to see it. I had seen it earlier in the day, and I'm like, I'm not going to send it to him. And then it was everywhere. I'm like, fuck it, he's going to see it.
I'm just like I'm kind of over, well, it's instant gratification with news, right? It's the feeling that you have to have every news headline the minute it happens rather than we
Mm,
should in reality, there's very, very few moment by moment headlines that we need to have sent directly to our phones, and that's like deaths, assassinations, political things. It's not which people show up in which movie.
mhm,
I'm sorry to say. Um, no, mine is I'm really sticking with the theme this year. It's Tron Ares.
mm.
The franchise is a niche franchise, completely understandable. But like I said, as soon as it came out, like who the fuck's gonna go see this movie for Jared Leto?
I know.
Nobody.
Matthew Bellany has the best joke. The most successful thing about Tron is the roller coaster. And he's not wrong.
Probably. Like I really and I'm probably gonna watch Tron at some point, like in the next month or so, but like I feel like all my excitement for the franchise has just been zapped out of me now.
It's a big grudge.
Worst animated television. I had Rick and Morty anime. Devin went with The Simpsons, and Adam went with New Norm. I went with Big Mouth. Get out of here. Enough is enough. Let's move on. I'm
Oh
glad it
yeah.
ended. It just did. Yeah,
No, it's
whatever.
done.
It just, yeah, it got pointless. I think, yeah, I have nothing more to say on that. Adam?
This is another show that I don't think was bad, but I haven't gone back after watching two episodes because I was really excited for it. It's called Number One Happy America Family.
Is this an Adult
It's
Swim
an
show?
Amazon
Oh,
Prime show that was by Rami Youssef,
mm,
uh, from the show Rami, which is like one of my favorite shows in the last while.
it's very good.
And it's just like the animation, it's just kind of like a bit of a rehash of the show, but like trying to be funnier, and it's just not. And I only watched a couple and never went back to finish it pretty early in the year, and it just all around pretty disappointing.
I want to put an asterisk next to Smiling Friends. I don't think it's necessarily bad, but I only lasted 5 minutes trying to watch it, and I heard it's like the biggest animation right now, and I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not it. This is really stupid. But people like it, so I won't say it's bad. Dev?
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. One Punch Man season three.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's like universally
Damn!
it's universally despised because they have like they cheaped out on it's literally just a production thing. Um
Mm.
they literally have a guy instead of walking up a hill, they literally drag and drop the person's like cell just going straight up.
Like Poochie?
Literally like Poochie, it just goes straight up, and people were like, "What the fuck?" Because One Punch Man season one is like the pinnacle of half an hour TV animation drawn in
Yeah.
terms of quality. See, and then what happened was the studio got too big and they had to farm it out, and it didn't go well, and now it's just been on a downward spiral ever since. So,
Mm.
universally panned. Even though the things that happened in the season were interesting, it wasn't portrayed very well.
Right.
So people are pissed.
I,
People are pissed because they waited like 5 years for the season, and it's shitty.
I did not see that coming.
I know. I'm surprised myself.
Did read
Wow. I think that
about
was on your most anticipated list.
It was.
Yeah. Uh, okay. Worst animated movie, Adam.
Oh yeah, this is a movie that um there was a trailer for it, and people were kind of like, okay, this is like an interesting premise and an interesting movie. And then it actually came out, and I don't think anybody even knows that it actually came out. But I watched it because I have to for multiple reasons. It's
Mhm.
called Sneaks.
It did come out, hey?
It apparently came out. It's a animated movie where all these like you like sneakers go around the world, and there's like this limited edition sneaker that gets stolen, and I can't even remember, but it's like a sneaker that has to find its pair and goes through this sneaker world, and it's like this.
What?
Yeah, and it's got a crazy cast. Like go
This
look
is
up.
real?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
look up at the cast. It's actually wild, but it's just like it's offensive to sneakerheads. It's offensive to anyone with eyeballs.
Why is
It's
there a
offensive
panda
to
in the
anyone with
poster?
ears. It's just really, really bad movie. And it's like for a movie like that where you could have just gone with 1,000 product placements and made it work, all the major sneakers in the movie have no reference to a product, to like a brand, a real brand. But some of the side ones do, but it doesn't make sense why or when. And it's just like it's nearly unwatchable. It's wild
Amazing.
stuff. But when the trailer came out, it was like, what is this movie? That sounds
It
kind of
looked it looked
interesting.
it looked
And then
interesting.
it literally like didn't it like released and like in complete silence.
Oh my God, this
And
is a
I tracked it down and out because I had to because of like I said,
I'm gonna
actually
copy
obligated.
you because there really isn't many bad animation this year for the most part. Like so
There wasn't really any
I
good.
I kind of want to copy say SpongeBob Search for SquarePants because I fucking hate that Ice Spice song because it's been stuck in my head.
I haven't heard it
hmm.
yet.
I'm not gonna say it because it gets
I
stuck in
like
your fucking
SpongeBob.
head.
I like Ice Spice. Maybe I like this movie.
It might be good, but yeah, I'll say Sneaks as well because the trailer was like, this isn't gonna be good. But again, like, there's not
The
really like,
trailer, no, the trailer was like not that terrible.
no, it wasn't terrible, but like, I kind of figured it wasn't going to
It
overly be
had a
good.
chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had a
and
shot.
like Elio, I'm not putting on here because Elio is fun. It's fine. Zootopia, people really love it. I think it was fine, and then obviously K-pop, I think was. Then you had like, to me, the toast of the animation, which would be like Demon Slayer and K-pop Demon Hunters and Chainsaw Man. So
Yeah.
there's some really top level animation, some mid animation, and then the bottom isn't really that heavy this year. So
Except for
I'll pick for Sneaks as well. Dev, are you
Sneaks
just
is
gonna skip?
I was gonna say Elio,
Hmm.
and I don't think it has anything to do with it being a poorly
Just
written or
mediocre.
created. It's no, not even that. I think it's just like I feel like more than it being a bad movie, I feel like it was just let down by Pixar.
Well, it's
Then they got
disappointing
pissy about
because,
it.
well, because he was supposed to be a queer character, which was awesome, and then they're like, we don't know if we want to do that, and they changed the whole story.
yeah, and it
I was
made
just
Yeah,
even gonna say like just strictly speaking, like the marketing and advertising was just poor.
because they
yeah,
gave up on it.
because they gave up on it. That was the original intention,
Yeah,
was to have this the lead as like as a queer story, and it was gonna, so it's gonna kind of be Disney Pixar's like first queer character full out,
great,
and then they got
awesome.
fucking cold feet.
Well,
And not
Yeah,
only did
they
they change it, they did it so late that they just cut it.
yeah, yeah,
So like
oh
that's why this character has like has
yeah,
nothing. The main
yeah,
character has like no personality and
yeah.
nothing because
yeah,
nothing was built. Yeah.
Yeah.
like they knew it was gonna be
They
DOA.
after the Lightyear stuff, they fucking became fucking cowards.
I mean, Disney has always been so.
Hmm.
Damn.
I
Okay,
Uh,
watched,
that makes me feel better about my choice.
yeah,
yeah, it's a good pick. I watched this Disney movie, this Studio Ghibli Disney movie that Disney refused to release in America through the 90s because it was about a young girl's period.
Which one?
And it's called Only Yesterday. And
Oh
I
yeah,
watched it a couple weeks ago, and it's a great movie,
yeah.
number one. And the period stuff is like such a small part of the movie that it's insane that so yeah, fuck Disney. They suck.
worst TV genre, so thriller, sci-fi, whatever. I did Echo. Devin did The Boys, and Adam did Chaos. Definitely lead this one
Oh well, it's anything to do with reality, so just stick a fucking reality show in there, like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. Put it in there.
for sure. I did Wednesday, by the way, because that show, boy, did it fall off. And wasted. You want to talk about wasting good people? Like it had fucking Buscemi in it this year. How do you waste
Oh,
Buscemi like that, man?
That's
I don't know.
disappointing.
Yeah, but they did. They wasted Buscemi. So, yeah, it was a massive fall off. And you know what? Look, also, I know Wednesday is not dictated towards me. I understand that. But the first season was really, really fun, and I felt like everybody could watch it. And
Right.
this season, again, Nick and I talked about it. It was like it just was not a fucking good season. And it also feel like Jenna Ortega didn't want to be there.
It would.
She's too big now.
I felt like there was two things this year she didn't want to be part of. This and the Weekends movie.
No one wants to be part of the weekend right now. Holy, except I don't know. How does he have so many streams on Spotify? It makes literally no sense to me.
But it makes banging music.
hmm
But like he's like 30 songs over a billion plays. Like
Dude, he was in
what?
WrestleMania,
Uncut
man.
Gems.
You did all those
He was in
WrestleManias.
Uncut Gems, and that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah, Uncut
Uh,
Gems is what gave him billions and 30 billion streams.
To follow up on your Wednesday, the also bad thing from Wednesday is the Wendy's chicken nugget sauce. The
oh, it was
Wednesday,
not good. It was garbage.
not good.
Ugh.
What was your worst genre?
This is a show that I'm was pretty disappointed in, and we kind of talked about it in the best of in the very last minute, I think, or maybe we talked about it after the show, but I don't think I really want to keep watching Severance.
Yes.
I think like
Yes.
I was
Someone
I
had
was
the guts. Someone
I
had the
was
guts. I appreciate it.
I think I talked about this last year too, because I was really lukewarm on season one even.
Yeah.
Being like, okay, the pull here is to like, what's the reveal gonna be? That's the draw. Is like you're trying to get to that, and it's aesthetically pleasing throughout. And I just don't have the faith that it's gonna be worth it, whatever the ending
No,
is gonna
it's
be.
not. It's
And this
not.
season just dragged it further and further and kept
hmm
taking it away from you and away from you. That I was just like, I felt like it was a chore to kind of watch it. And
That's
then
why I didn't finish. Yeah.
And that's the
I feel
difference
you.
between that and Pluribus. At least Pluribus, you have different stuff every episode. It's like, oh, well, that and 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 that. Like at least Pluribus makes your mind work in different scenarios and stuff like that. And I do feel there is different payoffs towards stuff in Pluribus that makes you think about stuff. Severance does none of that.
yeah,
It's just lost in an office building,
Yeah.
yeah, I just
which
don't.
is sad because there was like I liked Walken's character in season one. I liked Turturro. I love Turturro in basically anything.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, nope, just kidding.
Yeah. Uh, Last year for worst TV comedy, Adam and I both picked Tires, and Devin picked Sausage Party. This year I picked Nobody Wants This. Fuck that show. Will I watch
Wow, you're
season three?
really
Absolutely. But I fucking hated the show. I fucking hated the show this year.
Hate watching. You hate watching the show.
Oh God, that show pissed me off. Because I was also watching this on a plane. And there's nothing worse when you're on a plane and you just want to be comfortable and it's a long flight, and I was flying back from France and you're tired, but you kind of got to stay up because you're trying to stay in your clock, right? And you're watching something really shitty. So it's a combination of all the
nice.
above.
Perfect storm.
Yeah. So that's mine for a comedy, Dev.
I wish I thought of that. I think there's still some redeeming things about that show. I just think they're it's unfortunately the biggest focus is the worst part.
hmm
Mine's just the morning show. It
Yep.
just won't die. It just won't. Just let it go,
Go away,
please.
Bradley Jackson.
What was the big thing this year that the brother was in January 6th and
No, no, no,
then he
no, no, no,
wasn't?
no, no, no,
Like
no. This year,
they go to space?
no, no, that was the last year. This year is that um Reese Witherspoon found like this toxic thing going on, and that the network found out that she was doing it, so they threw her into a Belarus gulag, and then John Hamm and Jennifer Aniston had to be spies against the network and get the girl from Inception to kind of telling herself that she set Bradley Jackson up. And yeah, that was the plot of the season.
And so it has to do with so an American talk show news reporter went to a fucking gulag?
No, no, she was finding out that She that there was like a whistleblower, and she was going to go to Belarus to talk to them, and then she got
Okay.
detained and then thrown into the gulag there.
Yeah, so but I repeat, she went to a gulag and she's
Well,
a
she
TV.
didn't intentionally go to it, but she got thrown into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that no one goes to the gulag intentionally. So, okay, that's crazy.
And yeah, then John Hamm, who's kind of like this tech bro and broke up with Jennifer Aniston beforehand, and yeah,
It's a
I
thing.
don't it. I don't know. I keep going back to the show. I can't quit you.
I think we need to stage a
It's so
morning show
bad.
intervention for Josh. Like, what the
Me and
fuck?
Senator just like look at each other when it comes on. I'm like, it's back. I'm like, are we doing this? He's like, you fucking right, we're doing this.
Wow, you're such a glutton for punishment.
Maybe now with my newfound respect of cinema, maybe I won't go back for season 6 or 5 or whatever it is. I doubt it
Like,
though.
I'm gonna watch Citizen Kane in the morning, and then I'm gonna watch 5 episodes of the morning show, and then watch
Yeah. Adam, what do you got?
I didn't watch the show, but I'm still gonna put it here because I did watch used to watch this show, but how is Only Murders in the Building still around?
Yeah, and it's another season coming.
Yeah, I
And
just like I stopped. I can't remember when I think I watched like 3 seasons of it,
the
but
season was fine. The season was fine.
it's like I have no interest in like
And
continue.
the stupid thing about this season was, and I think they even kind of pointed at each other because like more or less Renee Zellweger kind of buys the building or whatever, right? And then they're trying to figure out this murder, and then Tina Fey's character dies, and then she falls in the street, but her hand is barely on the property. It's like, oh, we can technically solve it because it did happen in the building. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are fucking reaching for straws now. Because I'm like, even you guys are like, how many fucking murders can happen in this building?
Yeah, no, not having this show anymore.
Uh, Next up, worst TV drama. Dev and I both picked True Detective. Adam picked Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Remember that show? Um, I'm picking Landman. Fuck this show.
I did not finish Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, I picked Landman. Dev?
I picked Severance.
Yay!
Same.
I always have a tough time with genre shows. I just basically consider everything a genre show. So
Yeah.
yeah, Severance for sure.
If I didn't hate Landman so much, it would be Severance as well. Adam?
Um, this is gonna be probably a contested. I've only seen a couple episodes of it, and I don't hate this show. I'm just not as into it. It's maybe like overrated. I'm gonna say Heated Rivalry. I
Hmm.
think the it's
What do you
just
hate
not
about it?
it's just not connecting for me on a few levels.
What episode are you on?
I think I only watched like two or three, but
Once you
Yeah.
get past 3, it starts to really
I know
click.
there's the like best reviewed episode of all time, and I haven't gotten there.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna keep watching it. And
Yeah,
I know
once you get to episode 5, 5 is a really fucking good
the,
episode
the
of
couple things
television.
I don't like about it is that it's like it doesn't have the budget to be the show it wants to be and the show that
No.
everyone's talking about it being. And I think the amateur looking hockey arenas is keeping me from feeling how realistic this possibly is, where it's like these are Sidney Crosby and Alexander Ovechkin, but
What?
they're playing in like WHL games, and it's like these guys are not getting Rolex contracts, and like they're not going to Vegas for these. Like I'm just not believing that in the world, in the filmmaking. And also the nudity. I think it's pulling back from nudity. If you're gonna have a show that's all about how sexy and hot and all this stuff is, you have such choreographed knee positioning, so you never see penises. It's
Well, they
very
had to. They had to play it safe
odd.
for just general. Well,
There's
they were never going to get
most streaming
greenlit. Yeah.
services have. I mean, look at
This
Pluribus.
is
We talked about an episode of Pluribus.
this is
When they
HBO.
go,
It's not
it's not
HBO.
HBO. It's Crave.
It's not.
HBO.
I know it's Crave, but it's going to be on HBO. But if you're going to make a show like this, then make the show like this.
They didn't know it was going to be on HBO. Crave made it
But if
originally,
you're taking the show and you're making a sexy show, you got to make it the sexy
but
show.
they might have restrictions that Crave gives them,
But
right?
then you don't make the show. Then you're
Well,
pulling back.
it was
You're
like
holding back, and it's not enough.
it's like with Pluribus, right? Devin and I talked about in the Vegas scene, right? With the way some bubbles were used for a certain scene, right? Because some of
But
these
the
streaming
Pluribus isn't
services can't
about
have.
Pluribus isn't
No, I
about you.
understand that, but some of
This
these shows
show
just
is
aren't allowed to
about
push to that level. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah,
allowed to
yeah.
push that far,
Eh,
right? Now, maybe
Like Adam's right. In a perfect world,
I think you're holding it back.
you're absolutely right. I think in terms of them just trying to get the show out, they're willing to make concessions at the detriment of the show to make it appeal to a wider audience, which was to knock down some of the things that are problematic for some viewers. Hate to say it, right? You're absolutely right. The show should be firing on all cylinders. Maybe next year, because HBO's involved and is going to release it, maybe they're going to throw in a little bit of money to kind of
I would assume so.
amplify that, right? Um, that being, little things like the Rolex contract, it didn't happen until several years when he's in the lead. There's so many time jumps in the first couple episodes. But then, the most popular review of the show is that it gets better as each episode goes along because the relationship deepens.
Yeah.
I actually am really turned off of episode one because I think it's borderline sexual assault, among other things. But I also fully understand that by like episodes, I'm not gonna say watch until three, but like in three, four, five, six, when they actually start like spending material amounts of time with each other and start talking about things other than just fucking, um, they do have like there are more draws to the show.
Yeah,
So,
I'm still gonna keep watching it. I'm not like totally down on it, but I'm saying these are the things that are holding me back from
oh, they
seeing
should have. It should have been
so
that show.
why it's so popular
Hmm.
and so like controversial. Like it doesn't feel very controversial to me or like
Ah,
groundbreaking, but maybe that's because maybe I'm further along than
you're
most.
developed. Your prefrontal cortex is more developed than
Not my
most people.
prefrontal cortex. Maybe my I don't know, what I'm exposed to in the world feels
And
different.
it's a big risk for a small company, especially one in Canada, to do one that basically isolates a bunch of people from our national pastime, right? Because we saw these trailers before the show came out, and I was like, who is this show for? Because you're not gonna trick any hot like so any girl watching it is not gonna trick their boyfriend into watching it far beyond 5 or 10 minutes of the actual show, right? So it's not meant to actually appeal to the wider audience, even though that's probably how they pitched it.
But if it's not a meant, then you should have just gone for it.
I, I
That's
wish, I wish, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. It's just like I don't think the TV landscape for an unproven show worked that way.
sure.
But you're right though. Absolutely, it should have like gone. We should have seen some things that had never been done before.
Mhm.
Next up we have worst streaming service. Dev and I both picked Disney. Adam picked Amazon. Dev?
I'm going Netflix.
It's
I
up
am
there.
tired of the middle of the road. You put shows on in the background. They can't do live TV properly whatsoever. Um, I don't think I've really logged on to Netflix for anything in particular this last year.
Yeah, because you didn't watch Stranger Things, so
And so every single show is just like it's a 6 out of 10 sometimes. But it gets watched by billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of people because that's everyone has Netflix
mhm.
when it doesn't deserve to be. So it's really weird that like everyone was talking about the Ed Gein story, and then I was looking at worst of lists, and then
It's
basically
everywhere.
basically unanimously, like so everyone watched the show, but unanimously was like, "Oh, Charlie Hunnam was awful."
Yeah.
Really
Yeah,
weird. My brain does not work that way.
Um, I debated between two. Netflix was one, this was the other. Back to back years, Disney. Outside of the nostalgia and the library, what do I have this for right now? Someone that, pays for like, when you're paying for these things, what am I paying for? And right now, and I don't mind it. I'm happy to have Star Wars at my feet whenever I need it, Indiana Jones, Marvel, and classic Disney movies. But as far as original content, they had one really good show, and it was unbelievable in Andor. Other than that, as far as original stuff this year from Disney, I can't tell you anything else that was good.
King of
It
the
was really bad for original content this year.
King of the Hill.
Oh yeah, King of the Hill was fine. Futurama was okay.
There you go.
Yeah, but yeah,
Um,
Disney. It's and how much the price keeps on like we talk about the Netflix hike, the Disney one keeps on going up and up and up and up.
There you go.
Adam?
It's Netflix, and it
Yes.
doesn't it's not just because of all the stuff they have. It's everything else.
It's the
Yeah.
business.
They're just the worst, and they're changing the landscape and potentially the world for the worse.
Yeah.
So they're evil. They're an evil corporation.
Worst documentary. I did Dynasty last year. Devin did Starting Five, and Adam did Piece by Piece. Cheeky. I love it.
Only
I did
because
like Piece by Piece.
only because they refused to put Malice from the
That's
clips
right.
how poorly they treated Chad Hugo.
I did the Charlie Sheen doc. It's not bad. It's just I don't know. I think they I don't know. I know that Emilio and Martin didn't want to be part of it, and I can respect that. But I feel like without them, the documentary doesn't work as much. I feel like you're missing two major pieces of it. And I get you wanted to tell the Charlie Sheen story. I applaud Bill Simmons. He's like, I'm not going to bring this guy in. Like, what am I going to talk to him about? Um, and again, I can understand why Emilio and Martin didn't want to be part of it, but I feel like watching the documentary, it was like, okay, well, when he had this, what did Martin and what Emilio feel? And again, I get their feelings. They don't want to drug up the past. They want to move forward as a family. I can respect that, but it's such a key foundation when I'm watching a documentary of people that I want to see part of it. So that's why I went with the Charlie Sheen one. Adam?
I don't think anyone else has had a chance to see this. I don't know if it's out, but I saw it at TIFF. And it's not a bad doc, but it's just there's some problematic stuff with it. But there's a new Degrassi doc
Oh,
that came out this year, and there's been so many that it's like really another one. And the weird thing is they spent all their money to basically get Drake
I was going to say, is Drake in it?
in this one. And
Yeah.
there's some pretty fun moments where they get Drake to say some shit that's like pretty great. But they kind of blew it all on Drake, and then they didn't bring a lot of the other people back to talk. And then there was a really big controversy. They might not even get released because the one of the creators of the show was really mad at how they were portrayed in the film and all this
Hmm.
stuff. It got all ironed out. But it's just like, did we really need another one of these when a lot of these people have been already talking so openly about the show
Hmm.
and so many other platforms for many years just to get Drake in a room to funnily say that the other guy who was like the heartthrob at the time was more popular than him, which is really funny for him to like admit that. But yeah, it's just like a little disappointing.
Yeah. Sounds like it. Dev?
Anything Diddy related.
Mm.
But also like Josh, to your point, like maybe we shouldn't have like I find these ideas of like these Netflix 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour Netflix documentaries really problematic from a narrative standpoint because this isn't about the subject anymore. It's about just creating mindless entertainment. Um, and maybe it's just my definition of what a documentary should be. And so I think anytime the person's alive and producing their own documentary, I have absolutely no respect for it,
Yeah.
considering the narrative. And yes, we can absolutely put Last Dance in that conversation. Um, I liked Last Dance, but I also think Last Dance compared to some other shows like didn't shy like it may have put some of his teammates in different lights, but it definitely didn't make MJ the hero, like or sorry, like the not the hero, the protagonist.
Yeah.
Um, and so what are you expecting about, from the Charlie Sheen documentary that we don't already know? Like the guy, like so he's got like he grew up basically famous. He's been doing drugs since he was 12 years old or whatever, because his dad was a pretty famous drug addict too. And his life got fucked up because of drugs and because of being rich and having drugs, right? And so we like it's a real problem in society. It just so happens that he was rich and had the most famous TV show on the planet at the time that it happened.
Yeah.
So like,
I will admit I was surprised that Chuck Lorre was in that doc. I was very surprised.
well, they friggin' hate each other, and then now because they're doing it, they're trying to advertise a new show.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It has nothing to do with like it has nothing to do with if they respect each other. They're just trying to make fucking money from the new
Well, I didn't
show.
know that. I didn't know that beforehand when I went
No,
into
and
the
I'm
movie.
sure, I'm sure. I'm not trying to say that like,
Yeah.
but like all of these like these serve a self-interest. And it has nothing to do with like actual documentary filmmaking. Like we're not following the guy around who did Free Solo by himself. Like we're friggin' like we're just giving money to these celebrities. Like what's next? The Lindsay Lohan post Freaky Friday documentary? Like we already know what happens.
Yeah.
It's coming. You know that's coming.
But everyone's just trying
Uh,
to rehab their image.
Yeah.
Worst album of the year. Last year I did Katy Perry. Devin did Snoop, and Adam did AI Slop. So he did that on two fronts this year. I love it. I did Will Smith.
Oh,
I
dang.
remember that at the last second when he
That
tried to
was
make that pretty girl son of thing, and then he had that concert and he tried to get people to get into it, and no one was into it. People were like, no, it's over, bro. Sorry.
never heard it.
Yeah, it's terrible. So I went with Will Smith. Um, because he only had like five songs in the album or whatever, I believe. Adam.
The AI Spotify artist was a good one because that keeps rearing its ugly head every I listen to like Release Radar,
Yeah.
and then it's like a remix of a artist I like that's just like clearly AI blasted just to get
Hmm.
things. And there's so many of these artists on there now. There's like the
Way
one
too
with the
much.
corgi dog and one of the old garbage. But I did listen to one bad album this year that I really didn't like, and it was the Carter Six. I remember.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was really excited. I thought it was going to be a bit of a return, and it was like so forgettable and almost unlistenable. There was like
I've heard
one
that.
half song that was okay, and just the worst features, and like, man,
Why did you have high hopes? Because my
I just
like
like Lil Wayne used to be so good, and he hasn't been good for a long time, but he hasn't done a lot for a while that I thought he might be able to go back to the well one more time and do something, pull something out, and he didn't
he
at
has no
all.
incentive to. Like,
He has incentive to like kind of bring his image back of being like someone who st can stand tall again.
isn't
Hasn't
his
done
image just to be like kind of like this quirky looking guy with dreads who like kind of is
there,
like a,
but there
you know
was
what
a
I
time
mean?
when
Like,
people were like, "This is the best rapper of all time."
oh yeah, I get
Yeah.
that.
I
When
never
he
agree with
was
that.
though, when he
And
was
so
doing that,
that's what I mean. Like you had like Slick Rick this year, who hasn't done anything in so long, come out with like a banger album, and people
Whoa,
are
right?
whoa,
like,
whoa, whoa,
"Yo,
whoa.
this
Slick Rick
guy,
has an album?
yeah, you didn't
Oh
listen to
man,
it?
I
Listen
no,
to
I
it
gotta
like
see
that."
that.
Yo, the Slick Rick album is actually pretty crazy. And you had other people try to come back and do these things to kind of to bring them to be more relevant, but also like, yeah, I can still bring it. And then Lil Wayne just like slopped it together, brought like big names. Like he had this song with Bono that's like absolute trash. It's like it's just a bad
He's a
look.
parody of himself, to be honest. Like it's been so long since he's been rap relevant that he himself has forgot the idea of what his own image is because it's not been tarnished, it's been softened by constant public exposure. And this actually kind of proves Andre 3000 in the right.
Mhm.
Like what does
Yeah,
he have to rap about? Why would he need to rap anymore?
what do you
He'll
want?
just go,
What do
yeah,
you
just do
need?
whatever he wants.
But I
Yeah.
think for me, the reason was also bringing back the Carter. Like the Carter 1, 2,
Mm, of
arguably 3 are like still some classic albums.
course.
And then you kind of just like did other stuff for many years. But now you're kind of back. You left for a bit. Maybe you had some stuff to think about. You lived a bit of a life, and then now you can do a Carter 6, but he didn't do it. Didn't do it.
Well, he's basically the less media polished version of Snoop Dogg now at this point, is he not? Like the fact that that my mom knows who he is, not through his rap, but through his like constant public exposure on Saturday morning television is exactly what makes him not Lil Wayne anymore.
Yeah.
I went to a bar the other week called Missy's This and That. Have you ever been there?
I know of it.
Like one of the top bars in Canada. It's just a no, it's like a nothing bar in downtown Calgary. But it's a great little cocktail bar. They have like zero decorations. The one decoration they have is a Jelly Belly neon light, and the other one is a Lil Wayne stand up of like some alcohol that he's like holding. It's pretty great.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ciroc.
No, it's something, one of his random things. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't Ciroc. That's
Uh,
Diddy. I was
that's
looking.
Diddy. Yeah. Uh, where'd you go, Dev?
I went Arcade Fire. Just let it
Oh,
die. Just
yeah.
let it die. I didn't even listen to it. I learned about it
I did.
today.
I did.
I learned about it today, and I'm never gonna listen to it. Just let
It's
it
not
die.
good. I got two songs in.
Yeah.
Worst male artist of the year. Devin and I both did Drake. Adam did Kanye. I did Will Smith.
Respectable.
Yeah. Dev?
Okay, Machine Gun Kelly, come on down.
Eminem made this man change his own genre because he killed him so much in a rap battle.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
like I don't
Yeah,
like I would say I am firmly implanted in the punk scene and I don't want him. Take him back.
I still find it so hilarious. Like, when has anyone ever thought it was a good idea to do a rap battle against Eminem? Like the two people I know that tried, one was Benzino. If people remember who Benzino is, and there's
No, I
probably
don't.
why you don't
Which
know.
proves it.
He was one of the
Oh,
founders. He was part of the
oh.
Source.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He owned the
Yeah,
source.
and then he tried to battle Eminem, and Eminem eviscerated him. And then MJK's like, "Oh, I'll try to rap battle Eminem." No, you won't. I'm not even a big Eminem fan. I just know there's some rappers don't fucking even try,
You don't touch.
and Eminem's one of them.
Yep. I hear you.
And
I
so
like
this
it.
man had to change his entire genre, and it still wasn't good. It's one of my favorite stories of the year.
Hmm.
I don't hate them. I don't hate him that much. I think he's probably pretty cool.
Yeah, maybe.
Cool? I don't know if he's cool. He's just fucking I can't avoid him.
Where are
Sure.
you going, Adam?
I don't know if he had any music this year, but somebody I just can't stand is Jelly Roll. I just don't I just don't understand it. I just don't
I knew this was coming.
I
I,
just don't get it. I just don't get what any form of appeal is about his music or his persona or his
He has face tattoos, but your mom
general
likes him.
vibe. His general vibe.
it feels
Although
like our wrestling group chat all over again.
although he did get rejected trying to dap up the president at the UFC fight, which is funny. So
Good.
I will give him some credit for all the weight that he lost. That's admirable.
sure, that's great, but but as an artist,
Okay. Did you thank
Yeah.
Ozempic too?
Yeah, I should have.
I just don't get why this. Actually, that's a lie because I watched this movie called East of the Wall, and it's like current day rural America, people like living in horses and listening to rap
Yeah.
music. And then I
Living
was like,
in
oh,
horses?
what?
Whoa, living in
Living
horses?
living with horses, living in
Oh,
a horse world. But they're like kind of rap people and whatever. And I was like, oh, this is why Jelly Roll is popular. But I just don't still get it really. Like I just can't see it.
Yeah. Uh, I did worse. Then we had worst female of the year. I did JoJo last year. Devin did Katy Perry, and Adam did Taylor Swift. Dev, where are you going?
we've already talked about her. Nicki Minaj.
Nice.
Seconded,
Deport, deport.
second, seconded Nicki Minaj.
You know what? I will go for our first sweep. I originally had Tate McRae, but I will go with Nicki Minaj as well.
Tate
Great.
McRae hasn't done anything wrong.
No,
She might be annoying.
I just can't stand Tate McRae as far as a musician. But
Oh
yes, I
yeah,
will
that's
go with Nicki
fair.
Minaj.
Never
Nicki
heard.
Minaj like apparently has not been able to like sell any records and now is just pivoting into hard right influencer sphere. Like what a weird turn. And then she
Yeah.
lost what 15 million Instagram followers in 3 days.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like how do you fumble the bag, man? Just fucking make songs with like Megan the Stallion, do Twitter beefs with people and then just shut the fuck up. Like
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Uh, Worst console and worst game, I passed on because I couldn't really give an answer. So Dev, and I think Adam skipped both of these too.
I have an answer.
Okay. Worst console. Do
Answer?
you have for worst console or worst game?
I'll do both at the same time. It's a Nintendo Switch 2, and it's all the Nintendo Switch 2 games because they are too expensive and
I
nobody
love
gets
it.
to then it's
I second that.
play any games.
I second that. Dev,
guys, it's Xbox.
it is.
I think I've had Xbox every single year since
So
I've
so have
known it.
I.
The Nintendo Switch 2 at least has had like crazy, crazy sale
No,
numbers.
you are
I
right.
can't
It
play
is
it,
it is
but I'm not
Xbox.
playing it.
I know
Maybe
that
I'm just jealous. Maybe
absolutely.
I'm just
It's
being
the
a poor
fastest
baby.
it's the fastest selling Nintendo console and fastest launch despite the price. So yes, like the price is a huge, 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 huge part of it. We talked about this last week, but for a company to actively submarine its own console, its own bread and butter, and then put its exclusives on PlayStation, on its biggest rival, is a huge business. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You're right, that's right, and I'm just a broke bitch.
Hey, we're all you hate them because you ain't them.
Last year for worst game, I did Suicide Squad, Devin did Concord, and Adam did the first quadruple A game, Skull and Bones.
Nice. All good. Those all held up very well.
Yeah. I don't really have a worst of game this year though. You know what? I'm just gonna do just in a whole sports games. What's the point anymore, man?
That's what I've been saying.
What's the point? I used to be get them every year round. I don't anymore. Like I'll maybe once in a while like wait till the show or 2K maybe like every 2 years is down to like $10.
Mhm.
Like okay, that's my NBA or MLB game now for the next 3 years. Cool. But yeah, for the most part, I just with all the bullshit in between it, I don't really get it.
Sorry, dude. It sucks when you lose one of your passions.
Yeah, I mean it happened to the NCAA games, right? People are like, oh, we're gonna get these NCAA games back, and they're gonna make them so cool every year. And now it's just reskin. That's why I was like, I got the first NCAA game, and now it's just gonna be the same shit.
It's so back one time.
One time. Yeah.
The
Where'd you go?
that Rocket League game that is like 5-on-5 soccer looks kind of fun though, because it's not tied to any kind of like proprietary license that has to get
Hmm.
renewed.
Yeah,
It just looks like a game that you like a soccer game you play with your friends, which
right.
is the example of what we grew up with, right? We're playing NBA Street, you're playing Madden on N64 with Michael Vick. That was too fun, right? Like those are the kind of sports games that you want to play, not these loot box randomized kid
Mm,
gambling bullshit, right?
no.
No, my answer is Black Ops 7.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It finally, and this is, I can't believe it took this long. It finally made Activision slash Microsoft slash Call of Duty say, we cannot do the same title every year.
Yeah.
And it killed a lot of the momentum it had, especially in Warzone, especially in the multiplayer sphere. And then like a lot of these streamers have had to pivot. That being said, there's lots of phenomenal games for people to try that are different than Call of Duty, and even Battlefield's having some weird issues right now. So
Mm.
Black
I
Ops.
gotta I gotta give credit to freaking we didn't talk about it on the best of. I gotta give credit to Fortnite. Like whether I play it or not, just the fact of what they've been able to turn that game into, I gotta give respect. I really do. I really do. It's kind of you can see a scene of like Peter Griffin next to like Goku, next to like the Ghostbusters. I'm like, this is literally Ready Player One in real life.
Well, it's kind of the idea of the metasphere if you think about it, right?
Yeah,
Um, so essentially it's just but like the secondary part is the actual game aspect. The primary part is that you're just playing as these first party characters that you just think are funny and do dumb shit with your friends. That's
yeah,
exactly it. Is you just like you have Peter Griffin and Darth Vader throwing shit around.
yeah. The South
That's
Park
but that,
trailer came out yesterday, and it was great how they did the introduction for it.
I mean that's exactly what the idea of like online forums were back in the day, right? That everyone had all these alter egos.
Yeah.
So
Worst movie genre, so thriller, all that kind of stuff. I did Beetlejuice. Devin did Rebel Moon, and Adam also did Beetlejuice. Adam.
This is a I think people really like this movie, but I'm gonna say I didn't. And it's The Long Walk.
ooh.
Yeah, I saw this on a lot. I never got to it, but I saw this on a lot of people's like top
Loved it.
movie of the year. Yeah.
it's a okay 20-minute movie that's 2 hours long.
I think it's because people
Like
like the book.
maybe, but like the book is a premise that has existed in popular culture for decades as the same idea, just in a slightly different packaging. But in the movie itself, the rules of what they're trying to do and what it is like don't even make sense in the world that they're building. And I hate all the characters, and none of it is worth watching, and it just keeps going on and on and on, and I just don't want to watch it. Wasn't a fan.
What about you, Dev?
Um, well, the genre that's the worst right now is definitely sci-fi. It seems like every sci-fi movie is a big flop. So, and one of the best examples of that is going to be Electric State with your overrated actress Millie Bobby Brown and the perennial second place overrated actor Chris Pratt.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
good one. I forgot that movie came out. I never
I didn't
saw
even
it.
see it. And nothing about it looked good. And then the Russos, now that now, not now, but you're asking yourself, can they only do Marvel properties or were they even good at Marvel properties?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
were they just a cog in the machine?
Great
it's
question.
bad. It's bad. And I believe Juan Carlos is in this, and it's like, okay, I get it. You're a bad. You can play bad guy. Let's let's
Never
go.
seen this side of you before.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. You can play bad guy. I get it. I did War of the Worlds. Self-explanatory.
That's probably the right answer, but I
Yeah.
never saw it.
Worst comedy of the year. Man, I forgot this existed. Fuck, it was bad. Unfrosted.
The
That
God,
fuck
was
that
is
last
that?
year.
sucked.
That
That
was
was
last
no.
year.
I know what I'm saying. I'm going through last year. You and I both picked Unfrosted, and Devin picked
Like last year.
Borderlands.
Oh. I
Yeah,
see what
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. There's not as many comedies, number one, to really pick from. Particularly, I don't think Happy Gilmore is terrible. I went with the Minka Kelly rom-com on on Netflix, Champagne Problems. Fuck, this movie made me not want to watch any more Christmas rom-coms. That's how bad it was. I think this movie may have made me hate Hallmark movies.
The
That's how
gift that
bad it
keeps on
was.
giving.
That's
Holy.
the movie that made you do it?
Yeah,
It was
wow.
It
nothing.
was so
It was
fucking
perfect up
bad.
until it was perfect up until that point.
It was perfect to that point. But yeah, this movie just annoyed me. It was really bad. Again, there's not many bad comedies this year per se. Like I guess it could be Happy Gilmore by default for some people, but I didn't think Happy Gilmore 2 was that bad. Adam?
It's perfect that I go right after you because mine is also a Christmas movie.
Hmm.
And I don't really know. I think I watched this with some people that also chose it, and it was kind of a funny watch along. But it was called My Secret Santa.
Mm. Oh,
The
who's in
other,
that? It's on
I don't even,
Netflix.
I don't even remember. It's a Netflix one that's like Mrs. Doubtfire. It's like reverse gender Mrs. Doubtfire Santa Claus.
Oh, jeez.
So
It's
Santa's a woman?
it's a woman who dresses up like a man Santa to become a Santa Claus at a ski resort so that
Okay.
so that her daughter can get cheap snowboard lessons at the expensive resort. And then
Um,
the guy who hires her, she falls in love with as Santa. And
oh,
I think is like there's like an interesting, I think there would have been an interesting angle if it was like this guy is like really into this man who's like this bearded man who is like the best Santa. He's like the best Santa because he's like this already looks like Santa, and so he comes in and what does whatever. And it would be funny at the end if she was like, "Oh, I was actually him," and he was like, "Actually, I'm just into like older white-haired men, and I'm not actually interested in you." Would have been like a really great ending, but it's a Hallmark Christmas movie on Netflix, so that's not how it goes.
Hmm.
It's pretty good.
I can see why you didn't like heated rivalry then. You just want things to go the full Monty, hey?
I wanted to go somewhere where I'm kind of like surprised by it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dev?
I am doing the Family Plan 2 with Wahlberg, and the main reason why is because, of course, I have not watched this, is because it keeps being recommended to me on my Apple TV,
You're like, fuck off.
Because there's only
even
5 movies on all of Apple TV.
even though I've repeatedly clicked the button to say do not recommend, remove from my watch list. And then what happens the next day when I turn on my Apple
It
TV?
comes back on.
It's like got all my shows that I'm like on episode 13, I'm on episode 5, and it's like Family Plan 2, start. And I'm like, I don't want to start.
It's the U2 album all over again.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you
exactly.
go. I love it. Worst horror movie. Last year Devin did The Crow. I did Time Cut on Netflix. And Adam did Y2K. I think he was more disappointed than even bad on that. Uh, where'd you go this year, Adam?
This year it was Megan 2.0.
Man, what a
It
flop.
it kind of like gave up on the horror. Like it made it a lot more like not family friendly, but like it was less bloody. It was trying to be more silly. I wasn't super crazy about the first one, but I kind of still like aspects of it. But the second one just like kind of lost any sort of steam that one had. It gave
Megan
up
put a
all the blood.
lot behind it too.
It
Blumhouse
traded
did.
it traded blood for funny, trying to be funny dance sequences, like dance.
Mhm.
And it's like this isn't the thing.
I went with The Monkey. Didn't like
Mm.
this. It just didn't
Yeah,
like
the
it.
monkey is pretty good.
Yeah.
I think the monkey is maybe the best of Osgood Perkins movies.
I mean, I
You
think
don't
for
like
some of this type of horror, I'm just kind of over it. Of just like the Final Destination level kind of like Final
it?
Destination. I thought was good, but like Theo James is okay in it. I don't know. I was very mixed
These
on this
shotguns
one.
to the face?
That
Like
does happen.
multiple shotguns to the face. Remember when the woman jumps into the electric pool? Great
Yeah,
scene.
that was a big one.
Great scene. I don't know
This
what you
movie.
want.
I don't know. Not this. Also, horror is just not really my genre. I'm not a big horror person per se, right? So I don't know what I like and don't like with horror, but I didn't like this. Dev, because I know you don't really do horror either.
Well, I dabble. Like
Yeah, that's what I do. I dabble.
I dabble. I don't have an encyclopedic knowledge like some other people do. Um, I went with Megan too because the internet told me to.
Probably the right answer, to be honest. You know what? Just for shits and giggles, let's go for a sweep because Adam convinced me I did like that. The pool scene in the monkey was pretty funny. I've seen that actually pop up my socials quite a bit.
That's great.
Um,
You didn't see his other one. He did one called Keeper this year, and that
oh,
one was way worse than the monkey.
right.
Just
Worst drama, Adam.
um, there were quite a few this year. This one, it wasn't like super super bad. It was like watchable, but it was just kind of boring and overdone. But it was the Apple movie, The Lost Bus.
I lost. Oh, is that the McConaughey one?
Matthew McConaughey and
Nice.
America Ferrera. It's like it's such a dad movie, like in a very boring way, where it's like this guy who's just trying to get home to he's just being a good dad and his wife doesn't listen to him and he's got to save and it's based on a true story about the California wildfires and it just like it pushes too hard to like try to make it intense um when it doesn't really need to be and
Mhm.
yeah it was like engaging enough but it was just like trying to be something it's not.
Dev, what about you?
It's kind of a stretch, but I did Captain America Brave New World
Mm,
in a year where I saw like 5 contemporary movies. This was as close to like political thriller as I would get, and I couldn't even tell you what happens anymore. Like literally the Falcon should have died from like 10 Hulk punches, and then
mhm.
that's about it.
I kind of did the same as you. Like, there wasn't like any. This is traumatic to a sense, but I went with Jurassic World. This movie sucks. There's like one really good, cool scene in it. One really, really cool scene. But this was obviously just thrown away, throwing together to make money. It's so fucking clear. This was thrown together to make money.
Mm.
I've never seen more of, yep, let's put this together so this can make money. Have either one of you guys seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so bad. So
But
bad.
Scarlett Johansson's in it.
It's a great cast. Cast is
Mm.
awesome. It's a bad movie. And I
Hmm.
think it's time to kind of just let's just extinct the Jurassic Park franchise for a bit, but they won't because this was like one of the worst ones they've had, which is saying something. And this still made $800 million.
Yeah, it's
God
doing.
damn.
Yeah. So now we go to the final big ones. Worst movie actress. Last year, I did Megan Fox, Devin did Dakota Johnson, and Adam did Lucy Liu.
What,
Devon.
what was Lucy Liu in last year?
I don't know. You picked Lucy Liu though.
Lucy Liu, Lucy Liu was in a movie we played this year, and it was like she's probably one of the best actresses of the year.
That's why I was kind of surprised to see it.
Rose
Were
me.
you like rewatching Charlie's Angels, then were like, God damn, then you got your years confused? Because that's been known to happen.
No, it must have been an actual movie that existed. What was it? What was so bad? Oh, Red One. Red One came
Mm,
out last year.
Ooh.
That was a good. That was it.
there you
That
go.
that was the
That
choice.
deserves hate. That deserves hate for
Yeah,
sure.
Lucy Liu was in that.
Okay. Well, she's redeemed herself this year. She had a really great performance.
I think everybody that was in that. Although
Uh,
Karen Shipka was actually not bad in that. She was like the best part of that.
yeah. Meh.
Who do you have this year, Dev?
Okay, Sydney Sweeney.
Man,
I'll just
I'm telling you, I'm really committed to the bit this year.
yeah, you're into it.
this is
She's
like
the worst. Well,
Adam's.
to be fair, it's not often you have three bombs and you're in a very controversial eugenics ad about American Eagle in the same year.
True.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
if you're just in bad movies, you're not the worst celebrity, but you had a bad ad and you were in bad movies.
I'm
last
waiting
year
to
she
see
had
if
two
Adam stays with
bombs.
his bit for worst TV actors that he's done 4 years in a row. We'll see.
Oh, I
Crowd
forgot.
is
I
the crowd's anticipating.
forgot about.
Uh, where did you go for worst actress?
Me, I think this isn't worst actress. She's actually pretty good in all the movies and TV that she was in this year, but her selection of the things that she chose to
It's
do this
it's
year.
movie too right now, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but she was also in
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
But
yeah.
this is for movie. But it's Jenna Ortega. She
Yeah,
like
I can agree with that.
because she was in Death of Unicorn, which was a
Bad.
bust, but she's probably the best part. The Weekend movie is actually not that bad, and I will defend it that it's actually not terrible. And
Of
I
course
like The
you would.
Weekend, and I like that. I like a lot about it. But it is not great, and she probably shouldn't be in it. But she's like giving it her all in it. And then Wednesday, so she's in all those things, and just not really selecting. I mean, maybe she signed on to too many things too early
Maybe.
at the wrong time that just didn't pay off, but it's just
Yeah.
a not a great look for her this year.
You almost convinced me to change my pick because that was very well done, and I kind of agree with it. I went with Millie Bobby Brown in Electric State. She's
Mhm.
not good. Not good in it.
Have you seen it, Adam?
No, I
Nope.
doubt I
Not good.
will.
Uh, Worst TV actress. I did Amanda Steinberg last year. Devin did Amanda Steinberg, and Adam did Amanda Steinberg.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Who's Amanda? I
You
like
did
Amanda
Deidre.
Steinberg.
I can't read my writing here. Deidre. I don't even know what Amanda Steinberg was even in last year.
I
Yeah,
don't even know
what?
who that is.
Amandla.
Oh, it was the twin from Acolyte.
Oh, right.
No, that tracks. I'm happy
That
with it.
tracks. That tracks. That tracks.
Doesn't
Uh,
like anybody's
I
bodies.
I did fucking Allie Lighter because she's in Landman and she's the worst part of the show. I can't fucking watch her have a dinner scene and throw a plate of Billy Bob anymore. I'm fucking so over it. She was so bad in the show that she made me stop watching the show.
Listen, which is Landman.
Yeah, which is Landman. So I went with Allie Lighter. Dev.
I have no personal evidence of this being a thing, but the internet said it was a thing, so I said Kim Kardashian and all's fair.
Yes, I can. I almost did that by the way, because my mom kept on saying I have to watch the show. I have to watch, set the show up. So I finally get over, set the show up for her. And we put on, I don't know, 10 minutes of it. I kind of half am like watching the back when I'm playing Marvel Snap. It is so bad. The
If she
show
plays
is
a
bad.
lawyer or something?
It's so bad. Like there's even like a point with her boyfriend's like, "Come over here, big boy. Oh, you think you can get me just like that? I got a case to solve." And I'm not even joking when the acting is that wooden.
You probably actually were better in that scene.
And I think I saw somewhere too. She's like, "I took a lot of inspiration from Marilyn Monroe." I'm like, "No, you don't," because Marilyn was actually a good actress and won a Golden Globe. So no,
Just
you were.
just the dress that she ruined.
Yeah, yeah. That's a great pick.
Thank
If
you.
I didn't hate Ally Leiter so much, that was going to be my pick. The Ally Leiter one's just out of pure hate. Kim Kardashian is the answer.
Hate, 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 hate.
Yeah. Adam,
I'm trying to look up who the hell I put last year because I can't remember. It's
I'm,
too
yeah, I butchered the spelling on that one.
it's too late. Oh, I just realized I put a movie person in for worst TV actress.
Just pick Kim Kardashian. That's the right answer.
Kardashian is probably right.
Yeah, it is.
I can't think of any other, and nobody I really like hated this year.
Uh, Last year for worst movie actor, I picked Zachary Levi.
Mm,
Great
excellent.
pick. Great pick in hindsight. Devin picked Dwayne Johnson and Adam picked John Voight. Great picks. I like the John
Um,
Voight one. Uh,
Catching strays.
My favorite.
Respect. I love this guy. He's one of my favorite musicians of all time. I've liked him in a lot of movies. He's a Raider and Laker fan like I am, but it's Ice Cube.
I said the same thing.
It was you!
I
Well,
kind of want to do like a drunk watch of this now.
And he's in Anaconda, and he's not very good in Anaconda either.
oh yeah, I heard he's a little cameo, right?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'll do a drunk watch with you. I'll
Okay.
watch it again. Yeah. Where'd you go, Adam?
I hate to put this person here because they're a legend. Probably one of the best actors of all time. It's Denzel Washington.
Ooh,
Oh, yeah.
Lowest to lowest because it's such a disappointment of a movie because I love the original. I love Spike Lee. I love everything about this. I was like fighting this tooth and nail, and I was so mad at Apple that they didn't even release it in Canada in theaters.
Hmm.
I wanted to go see this on the big screen, and then I watched it,
now you know
and I
why?
and why. And Denzel is like okay in it, but the craziest thing is that ASAP Rocky is so good in it
Hmm.
that in the first half of the movie, ASAP Rocky isn't even in it. He's just on the phone and he's acting circles around Denzel,
Yeah.
which is
Crazy.
crazy to think because Denzel, legendary Denzel, but he's just really phoning it in, like literally, it just feels so
And
weird.
it
Like
sucks because the projects are getting limited. He's doing like three more things and he's done. He's doing what? Like he's doing he already did Hamlet, didn't he?
he did Macbeth.
Macbeth. So I think
With
he's gonna
Collins, right?
Yeah,
he's doing
one
Black
more.
Panther 3, and then there's like two other things and he's done.
Gladiator 3. Who knows?
Mhm.
Don't joke
Uh
about that.
He's like Gladiator, he didn't really try, and yeah, this just felt so weak. So it felt so weak from him.
Worst TV actor, I went with Charlie Barnett. Devin went with Shane Gillis, and Adam, for the fifth consecutive year in a row, went with Rob Mack and Ryan Reynolds. Uh, I went with Shane Gillis this year because Tires sucks, and even on SNL he was shit.
Was there another season of Tires?
And I got renewed for a third.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Is Stavros still in it?
I don't know.
Huh. Well, I really like that guy.
No.
Should have put
I
him.
also honorable to Tony Heathcliff as well.
What'd he do?
Just suck.
Ooh.
He just sucks.
Hmm.
Dev.
I don't know if they're currently a working actor, but I'm just gonna say Dean Cain.
I don't think he
For
does TV.
I
But
mean, he did.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
allow
many
it.
years ago.
I'm
I
gonna
think
allow it.
he's in the Kevin Sorbo going down the religious alt-right movie pipeline, I think.
He works for ICE now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what cemented the deal. It wasn't the Ripley's Believe It or Not show, it was that.
Dean Cain.
His um his works of TV this year, he was in great things like The Last War, Hank's Christmas Wish 3, The Elves Live, A
Whoa,
Christmas
what?
Carol, Little Angels, It's a Doll's World, which has a 1.3 on IMDb, Life of Purpose, Amy and Albert, The Early Years, and
Ooh,
Iron Dusk.
It sounds great. You made a good choice.
thank you.
Yeah, it works. It's acceptable.
Adam?
I had a different name written down here, but I already kind of talked about it, so I'm just gonna go Ryan and Rob because I forgot.
Yeah,
I
6 years
I
in a row,
did
baby.
I did watch a couple episodes of this new season. I think there was a was it this year? There was a new
Yeah.
season,
Yep.
and they get up to the other league, and then there's the episode with Tom Brady. Is that
hmm
right?
hmm
Okay, so that was this year, and I did watch it, and I still don't like them, and so it's still them.
Plus, you
Just
get Rob from Always Sunny this year as well. You can double dip if you wanted to.
unlikable duo. Was there a new Always Sunny this year?
Yeah, it was fine.
I haven't watched it.
Worst television show of the year. I went with True Detective last year. Adam went with The Acolyte. No, Devin went with The Acolyte. Adam went with Tires. You already know what I'm going with. Landman. I fucking hate it. Devin.
Alien Earth. Fucking hate
Alien
it.
Earth. Yes, you do. Because it broke your heart.
It did break my heart. I don't think I've actually been let down by a TV show like that in a really long
We
time.
did a whole thing about like hype ratings for the summertime, and we had it at a fucking 11.
That trailer was amazing.
Yeah. Uh, Adam.
I just went with Severance again.
I love it.
Disappointing. A
Love
show
it.
that I liked and then didn't like as much and probably don't want to watch anymore.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Worst movie. I did Argyle. Devin did Joker 2. And Adam did Megalopolis.
Asterix, Asterix. Also the
Asterix.
best movie of the
Also
year.
the best one. I love it. As always with this, Adam gets to go for the first
I
pick
get to go.
of this.
I put something here that I had in a lot of other categories, but it was just probably one of the worst movies I saw this year, and then I decided to just bring it down and talk about it all at the end. And it is I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm,
This was terrible, and I was kind of excited for a little reboot of this. Like, it wasn't the best 90s slasher movie, but it was like serviceable and you could kind of bring it back. But did you watch this, Josh?
no. I wanted
Dev,
to,
you didn't see it?
but I was going to, and Nick told me not to,
You didn't see it, Dev?
which I've never
No.
had.
So
Normally, Nick will be like, "Yeah, just check it." Nick deliberately said, "Don't watch it."
it's just like it makes no sense. Like when the opening scene of like setting it up, like you've seen the old one probably, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they're
eons
driving
ago.
and they hit this guy and he dies and then they have to hide it. So what happens in this one is a group of kids are out and they drive up to this whatever and they're on this road and they're drunk and they get out and they're just like playing around in the road and a car comes and like almost hits them and swerves around. They're like, you shouldn't do that. Like somebody's gonna get hurt. And then so he does it again and this car misses the kid and swerves and almost falls off the cliff. And then they like run to the car and they try to open it and pull this guy out, but they can't do it fast enough and the car falls off the cliff. And then they're like, what do we do? Should we call the cops? And it was like, no, they're gonna think we did. It's like, but you didn't even do it. Like, it would be like maybe mischief at worst. And it was like, you didn't kill any, like, nothing was even really accidental. And it was like if you just called the police and explained the situation, the rest of the movie wouldn't happen.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's just
So
like it's just so weak of like a buildup that nothing else matters for it. It's just so bad. Couldn't stand it.
Yeah, sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, Don't watch it. Watch the first like 20 minutes and tell me it's not crazy. They come up with
And
these excuses like the one kid's dad is like a senator or
and
something.
Freddie's like
He's
apparently
like, my
Freddie like
dad would
really
hate
phones it in,
her.
right?
Oh yeah, Freddie's in it. Everybody's in it
But
except
he like Freddie phones it in though, right?
uh yeah, he's in it the most. But yeah, he's like not interested. They
Jennifer Love
bring
Hewitt's in
back
it.
they bring back Sarah Michelle Gellar in like a weird ghost flashback thing. Ryan Felipe is the only one that had the good nature to
Stay
stay
away.
away. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe because he didn't want to be around his ex-wife. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah,
That actually makes a lot
They
more
could have
sense
showed
now.
up on different days of the
yeah,
set.
and I like Sarah Michelle Gellar. I mean, I might have Buffy on our most anticipated list.
It's not a
Um,
reboot and it's not a sequel. I'm not sure what that is then.
for what, the Buffy?
That's what she said.
Yeah, I know. I was like, what the fuck? What is it
So what
then?
is it?
Where are you going, Dev?
War of the Worlds.
Yeah, it's mine too.
And like the thing is like once it came out, it like basically stole the award for worst of
For
since
Razzie.
it came out. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it just is it's so locked in. Like it's not even like a year where there was like 7 or 8 bombs. Like that Borderlands movie was last year, blah blah, or 2 years ago, blah 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 blah. This movie from the get-go is just people were like, yeah, it's the worst.
And I make fun of a lot of the lines and everything like that, but I think what you talked about is one of the reasons it's bad is just like we've seen Michael Bay movies, right? When like the Corona or like Fast and Furious movies when they're having a Corona and like there's that type of product placement and it's like, okay, whatever. That's annoying, but whatever. Like the fact that they literally have to send an Amazon Prime delivery to make the save the fucking world and then find a carrier and then get this homeless guy, give him an Amazon gift card so he can deliver a package. It was like it's some of the worst shit I've ever
Do
seen.
you think Bond is going to be any different? No.
No.
That's what's
Wait
sad
till
is like
wait till
this
she
is the sign of things to come.
wait till Dua Lipa's at the bar and he's like, "Can I get you a drink?" Only if you ship it in 2 days on Amazon Prime.
Do you know how I know we're serious? I let her use my Amazon Prime account.
You know, I really like The Boys and Gen V.
Oh God.
I'm not just James Bond, I'm invincible.
I hope
Ooh.
Bezos. You think there's gonna be a scene where like Jeff Bezos lets him borrow his yacht?
Oh,
There
100%
you
Jeff
go.
Bezos is going to be in
Oh,
it
100%. Because Jeff Bezos probably sees himself as James Bond.
Yeah.
and not the villain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's the worst of. We have a few more of these shows. We have box office draft. And I have those numbers. I'll be putting them up soon. Well, I'm going to release when we do the pod. But shouts to Devan. Avatar on the last fucking day hit 1 billion of
Yes.
the year. And that was, I believe, his last pick. That is
Don't go against Jim Cameron.
insane, man.
But you only had 2 weeks to do it, which was or 2 or 3
I know
weeks.
it was risky. It was
Yeah.
risky. That's why no
Yeah.
one else wanted to pick it.
Yeah. So maybe we'll think twice now with Dune and Doomsday for this next one potentially. But yeah, we have most anticipated. We have box office still. So thanks to Adam and Devin, and until next time, folks. Cheers.